All right, well, Gilbert Burns, your nickname, never better than before, man. Dorino, little tough guy, man. Little tough guy. You were that. Listen, Gilbert, I know nobody likes to lose, right? You want to win every fight, but that was a hell of a fight, man. So just talk to me how you're feeling a couple days later after what really was an epic war, man.
I feel good, They have a couple bruises, stitches on the forehead, stitches on the eye, a little bruise here and there, but feeling good, I think I'm very critical on myself. I think if I had done a little bit more stuff, such as calf kicks, body kicks when he switched stance, like calf kicks when he was orthodox, freaking head movement that I trained so much and that I didn't do as planned. I think he could get a win. I was the one that threw more shots in the last round, but I got hurt in the last round. I got hurt one moment. I remember it was very wobbling, and then he gave me another shot that kind of woke me up, and then I got back, and I was throwing a lot of bombs. But I like it, like every time I've been there for sure. I hate to lose. I think I make that clear a couple of times, but yeah, I like to be in there. It was a lot of fun. I asked for 5 rounds. I think a lot of people who agree with me if it was 5 rounds would be more emotion, more entertainment. But it is what it is, I think I did a lot of things. I think the fight was super close. It could go either way. I hate to say, oh, I think I won. No, I think the judge got decided. I'm not a judge. But I think it was very close. They put on a show. I took a risk, and but I'm happy. We got the win bonus, got the fight of the night. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not as happy if you get a win, but I'm happy.
Yeah, financially, you got treated like a win. And I'll be honest with you, I think in the eyes of the fans, and I know in the eyes of the media, I think it treats like a win too. I mean, who's going to not have respect for you or not want to see you again? So talk to me, I guess, about just the whole week, right? I want to know what the experience was like. I mean, this was in a lot of ways, and no disrespect to the champions, but a lot of people, their main event. All right. So what was it like, kind of running into this guy in the hallways and having the press conference? You guys are going back and forth a little bit. I guess what was the whole experience like for you?
It was a good experience. I got down the week. I trained Tuesday morning at Sanford, and I drove there. And when I got there, it was super busy. I had 9 to 5 job on Wednesday. 9 to 5, bunch of interviews, photos, and videos, and literally 9 to 5. That was insane on Wednesday, and still training at night with the team, and then Thursday we had the more interviews, and then the press conference was fun. The press conference, I like it. I knew who was going to talk. I knew who was trying to get on my mind. But it was good. I had fun on Thursday. But the crazy thing was I do a lot of visualization going to the fight. And Wednesday, my head was so busy, didn't have a good one. I always kind of give a note on my visualization. Wednesday wasn't so good, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday was a very good visualization. And on those visualization, I was hitting that guy so hard and he kept coming. And I told Henry and Daniel, I said, man, that visualization today, that freaking guy keep coming. And I hit him with everything. I think, shit, that's going to happen. But we're just going to keep throwing if that happens. But shit, I hit that guy super clean. He kept coming, freaking zombie. Well, that wasn't my visualization. When that was very real. And when that happened, I was kind of ready for it. But like answering you again, was a great week. I had fun on the weigh-ins, on the face-off. I kind of anticipating all the little things that he was doing. I was ready for it. But it was another fight that I was freaking nervous before the fight. That the level was just going up. Like Daniel Maia was too much. It was number 3. Kamaru was a little bit overconfident. I wasn't that nervous. I was overconfident. Stephen Thompson, I was freaking nervous. That past Daniel Maia, But the last one, I was more nervous than ever. And then I think he's gonna keep going like that, you know. But very nervous, but I kind of put the game plan on it. The game plan I knew was going to start super strong, so was a little bit kind of getting the distance. Don't let he dominate. Make sure I try him at the beginning, but kind of anticipating maybe get down, maybe get in a bad position and fight for it. Don't let him get comfortable, and I think that was exactly what I did. And but overall, I had fun. It was a good week. Expecting the win for sure. A little kind of frustrating that he didn't got the win, but for sure I'm happy with the performance, with the fans, with was I lost, but it was kind of one of the best ways to lose. Getting my win bonus, getting my fight of the night bonus, having people kind of now respecting my heart and my discipline and me taking the risks. It's good, but I wasn't looking for that wasn't the reward that I wanted, but I take it. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to keep minimizing it because I know that you hate to lose. You want to have your hand raised. But I mean, seriously, like, I feel like the respect for you in the community just went up. And I don't think anybody's less interested in seeing what your next move is, what your next fight is. I think they're going to be more excited to say, like, I'm a fan of that guy now. I want to watch him. I want to watch him compete. So I really, like I said, I know it's a loss, but I really do feel like you don't have to think that it is a loss. And I'm sure that's what the people around you are telling you as well, right?
Yeah, and I do believe I earned a big fight next. And for sure with that risk was little steps backwards, going towards the champion to a title shot. I got to do a little bit more work. But with that being said, with all the risks in the way I fought and the way I conduct myself in and out of the cage, I believe a big fight next, and that's what I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna try to sit down with Dana this week. I'm going to Vegas on Thursday to support Luke. Vicente Luque fighting main event against Bilal Muhammad. I'll be there. I don't think I'll be in his corner. I don't want to be in his corner. The Apex, they're gonna hear me anyway. So, but and I have two more guys fighting. I have Andrea Fialho and Angelusa. He just signed it with the UFC today, so I'm very happy for these guys. I'll be there supporting my Sanford guys, and hope to get in a meeting with Dana on the meanwhile I'm in Vegas. Trying to see if we get a new deal or if we get a big fight next. Nothing right now. I don't have. It's even hard to say names right now, but I just test myself. I don't, and I kind of see. So the top five now it's busy, right? So we got Luque against Bilal, and we got probably Leo and Kamaru and Kobe and Khamzat. That's kind of like the way that's kind of the picture. It might not happen, but that's the picture right now. So I'm not fighting no one on the top five right now. So I'm not going. Right now, I think if I make a big statement, I want a big fight. Maybe the Nick Diaz, maybe the Masvidal. That's the fights that I'm looking for. For sure, give you 2 steps back to the title. So now I have time to do those big fights. And then when kind of the division clears a little bit, get another guy in the top 5. But I think I did enough to earn a big fight. And that's what I want next.
Yeah, I've got a hunch that Dana's going to have a few minutes to talk to you, bro. I think you earned a meeting with Dana White. I think you'll get that.
I hope, and we have a lot to talk about. I think a couple things in Brazil. I want to present to him for sure. A couple things about a fight. Next fight, I hope a new deal, and we have a lot to talk about. I don't know. His schedule's crazy. I was just talking to Ali. His schedule's not easy. Dana is a busy guy. But I hope I can see him Thursday or Friday or Saturday in Vegas.
Yeah, I bet I'll make it happen. All right, let me ask you. I do want to ask you one thing. I did notice that you and Khamzat have been sharing a little social media, a little stats, a couple pictures. I guess what I'm asking is this maybe a little rivalry that started? Is this maybe a fight that we're going to see again down the line somewhere?
For sure, it's going to happen again. We're not done. I'm not done with him. I asked for 5 rounds first of all, I asked for this fight. That was first. Let me see if I can scroll here so you can literally see that. Remember when Lee Jiliang fought Khamzat? When was that? It was October 30th, if I'm not wrong. Whenever Glover
Right.
became the champion.
Yep. Yep. October over in Abu Dhabi.
I'm scrolling down here on WhatsApp. October 30. October 30. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but can you read that or no?
Yeah. I can
The
see it.
date? Sunday, October 30. And I text Ali, what's up, brother? He said, good, how are you? I say, I'm good. I want to fight Hamza. And then he said, why? And I say, because I know I can beat him. And a crazy hype that he that he has. And they say, it's very hard for me to read. I may wait for him to want more, then I want to fight him. And I'm a real fighter. I want all the smoke and all the hardest challenge. And they say, he's correct. And they say, what do you think? And then he said, please don't tweet that. I'm trying to maybe get a new contract and this and that, but see the date again? Can you see the
Yep.
date?
I see it. I love it. October 31st, right after.
So I asked for this fight, but it has to be 5 rounds, and the fight was only 3 rounds. I don't want to take nothing away. I will never take nothing away for Hamza, but we're not done. We gotta fight that again. Maybe I respect that he might fight Kobe, and maybe with a win, maybe tomorrow. But I want to fight this guy again. He gotta be my next. One of my next 3 or 4 fights. I gotta face this guy again. With the 5 rounds fight. And to be honest, one of the things that if I do have the opportunity to have a meeting with Dana, I don't want to do 3 rounds no more, bro. I'm done with those 3 rounds. I want to do 5 rounds. I don't care if I'm the main event, co-main or not. Everyone can make 15 rounds. Everyone can make 15 minutes. Everyone can do 3 rounds. All these guys in the UFC, they do 3 rounds. Not everybody do 25. A couple guys, they're gonna be in the UFC, they're gonna be out of the UFC, and they would never do a 25 round, 25 minutes. But I think we miss a little bit. It might went wrong if we do 25 minutes. I might got caught on the fourth on the last round and lose. But at least I go on my shield, and then I'll lose. But it could go my way too. So I think people lose a little bit of entertaining or like a couple more crazy rounds, couple more digging deep, couple more who wants more, couple more of some more journey and I want to have that, like, and he was a good that was a good like a dancing partner that I had, and I think we could go little little deeper than we did, and it's still on my head. Still not done, we're not done. I'm not done with Hansa. Hansa is not done with me. I will see him again.
All right. Look, selfishly, I hope we do get to see it because it was an amazing fight. I think you two guys, I was telling people all week long, this is going to be a great fight. I don't care what the odds said. This is going to be an amazing fight, but it was even better than I thought it was going to be. It's one of the greatest fights. Were you able to sense the atmosphere at all? I mean, I know it was absolute chaos in there, but could you sense the atmosphere? Because that place was electric, man. People were on their feet. It was an amazing scene. Could you feel it at all?
I felt a little bit when the fight was over. Everybody was on the feet going crazy. I saw the governor from Florida. I saw Dana. I saw a lot of guys. Dana was insane. Then I was so, what made me so mad? I work very hard. Very hard. People have no idea. And when I said that, I do work very hard because it's not the training part for me. For me, it's the mental aspect. So I have my team so big. I hire a lot of people. I have my own nutritionist. I have my own psychologist. I have my own strength conditioning. I have my own physical therapy that comes to the house. I hire a new coach. I give an extra money for Saeed just to help me for this coach. I have a couple guys to give me extra work. So I hire everybody. It's such a hard work that I do to make sure I get ready. Get Daniel from Brazil, all the way from Brazil. I film all my sessions. I sent to Daniel. I talked to Henry. So we make a very big plan. For sure, whenever I lose, I get so mad because I know the amount of work that I put in. And I cry. I don't care. Haters gonna hate. I cry. I put so much in work. But you know the reason why I cry? I'm gonna be very honest with you now, John. Whenever and that was a story that I had. Whenever I was coming up in the jiu-jitsu, I did a lot of great things on the color belts, on like blue, purple, brown belts. I did great things. But whenever I became a black belt, it was super easy to get a win, especially on the big tournaments, on the big stages. On the small ones, it was easy. A couple, 4 fights, boom, get a win. But on the big stages, I was getting so mad because I was going there, getting good, boom, semifinals, amazing fight, and I lost. And I was so mad because I know it was a good fight, and people was, hey, don't worry, that was a great fight, and I was so mad when they said that, and they kept walking, and people, don't worry, that was a great fight, but I lost, and I was holding on to don't cry, because I want to cry right away, and I used to cry a lot, and maybe the third or the fourth person come at me, bro, that was a great fight, and then it exploded, crying. But I freaking lost. I don't want to lose like that, like it gets to a point that I hate to lose, that I don't care if it was a great fight. I just want to lose. I just want to win. I don't want to lose. Sometimes it might be boring, we all know, but I want to win. And whenever the fight was over, I was feeling everyone going crazy, everyone screaming at me, and I was holding on to that feeling, to that shit we lost. Okay. And I try to be positive and see the good things. And the first thing that I see is Dana. That was an amazing fight. That was the best fight I ever seen. You guys put on a show and this and that. But I already lost, and then I was in that same mentality was kind of like, fuck that. And I was holding to that cry. And every time that he tried to give me like a good a good thing, it would just make me more crazy. And then freaking Dana made me cry because he talked so much and I was so mad. And then whenever I walked out of the octagon, I was already crying. Like, shit, I couldn't hold no more. But I kind of understand, I know it was a big fight. I know it was a good fight. But it's just me knowing that I put so much on the line that with a little bit more things I could get away. The way, let me make that right to make sure you guys understand. Like, the fight was very winnable. Right, it was very, very winnable, and I lost. That's my feeling. That's my thing. That was very winnable, and I lost because of a couple of details. So that's what made me mad. For sure, I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I'm happy with my performance. Happy that I got a bonus. Happy that the fans like it. Happy with the publicity. But it was a winnable fight, and I lost.
Yeah, but you know what, Gilbert? It's funny because I think like that's the mark of a true competitor is like you don't even enjoy the wins as much as you hate the losses. But man, there's a big difference between like, you think about like as parents, we tell our kid like, hey, don't worry you lost, but you tried your hardest and that's what matters. But that's not what people are telling you, Gilbert. They're telling you, Gilbert, I know you lost and it sucks, but that's one of the greatest damn fights I've ever seen in my life, and we have praise for you. So I understand where those tears come from, man. I understand where that competition comes from, but I hope you see too. Those aren't people that are just walking up trying to make you feel better and trying to say, it's okay, buddy, you tried your best. They're honestly praising you and saying, my God, you are an absolute warrior, and we want to see you do this again and again and again. We're fans.
No, I see, and I respect that, and I like that. I'm going to be lying if I say I don't like it. I like it. I respect that, but inside of me, still a little, I kind of. It's for me. It's like a food, right? Think of your favorite food on your hands, where you're ready to eat. You cook all that, or you bought it, and you smell so good, and you taste it. And it slips out of your hands. That's the same way I feel, Oh, that was a great food. Yeah, you cooked so good. Yes. Yeah, but I couldn't eat. You know what I mean? Like, that's my feeling. And I'm thankful for all the fans, all the messages, everybody out there, like Dana, UFC. I love the UFC. I love to be in the UFC. and I know every single one's name from the security all the way to Dana White. And I love every one of these guys. They treat me super well. I love to be in the UFC, but now you understand what I mean, right? With that, But thank you everybody for the support. Love you guys, but it's me against me again.
I, I'm imagining like I've got a cold beer in my hand and the beer just spills over, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah. Oh, that was a good beer. You make it so good. What? But I didn't drink. You know what I mean?
That's well, Gilbert, man, I appreciate the time, and it really was an amazing fight. I won't keep saying it because I don't want you mad at me, but it was an amazing fight. You're going to be doing a big fight. I like where your head's at. Like you said, the top of the division looks like it's all lined up. But man, the Diaz fights, a Masvidal fight, man, I love those ideas. We'll see what the UFC comes up with. I'm sure it'll be a big fight. But talk to me, I guess, what the schedule's like. I guess some of it'll depend on this conversation with Dana this weekend, but is your team making you take some time off? Are you trying to jump back in the gym already? When are you going to be are you going to try to fight as soon as humanly possible, or what does the schedule look like for Durinho?
Bro, I gotta spend time with the family, bro. I have to. Like, I love my kids, Pedro and Joshua. They 7 and 9 years old. I love these guys. Bring those guys to school. Wake them up, pick them up. And I couldn't do that when I'm in camp, because I gotta sleep a little bit better. I gotta do these, make sure I have that aura ring and make sure I gotta sleep a little bit more, So I gotta spend time with the kids now. And crazy thing, they're just gonna be out of school end of May. So we kind of planning on do a big vacation, maybe to Brazil, maybe to a different place with the kids. So I gotta wait all the way to end of May to have this time with the kids. So in the meantime, I'm enjoying. So they don't have a class on Friday. So Thursday, I'm going to Vegas. Pedro, my oldest one, is going with me. And then in May, he has a big FSA test, so he's not going. But I'm going with the little one, with Joshua, to watch Chandler and Oliveira and Gaethje fight. So we're gonna have fun. But I don't know. I need to take a little time off. That camp I had a lot of injuries. No excuse again, but I have a lot of little injuries. And during the fight too, my lower back is still super stuck. I got bruised on my elbow. It hurts. Like, that elbow hurts. I got bumps on my both of my knuckles are a little swollen. Stitches everywhere. Body is nothing broke, I think, but so many bruises. Maybe I don't know what's going on with my lower back. It's tight, but I don't know. Forearm is a little bruised from the kicks. It's just swollen. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's very swollen right here. I got. I don't know where. But I don't know. I need to take that time off for the family. For sure, I'll be training. For sure, 2-3 weeks they cannot kick me off of the gym. I'll be in shape. I'll be helping these guys out, training, getting better. Make sure I get my hand movement on point, calf kicks, body kicks, my feint, and a lot of things better. But if I gotta tell you a time right now to come back, it might change. I'm not be right, but I would say August to September. I need to heal up perfect. Those wars take a lot away from you. I'm not going to be sparring very soon. I'm going to take a little time off from sparring. But be in shape, be training, will be enjoying with the family. But I'll say August, September, 5 rounds. And I'm not. Other thing that I want to have that deal with Dana, I don't want to do 3 rounds no more. No, come on. Even if my fight's not on a main, what do you say, like a main event. Even if it's not a main event, I don't care. I don't want to do 3 rounds no more. I'm done with 3 rounds. I'm just doing 5 rounds. It don't matter who. But please, I need a big fight next.
I love it, man. Well, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to get a big fight. Hopefully it'll be 5 rounds. I've taken enough of your time, Gilbert. We talked before the fight. We talked after the fight. Go spend some time with the family. Disappear for a little while. I know how important that time with the kids is. And, man, once you get this all deal worked out, we'll talk again, my man. And let me just say on behalf of everybody, the whole MMA community, because I know I speak for everybody, thank you, man. That was an incredible fight.
You're welcome, John. Always good talking to you. A lot of respect to you and everybody in the media. I know how hard you guys work trying to make this sport big. and just so much respect to you guys and everything you guys done, traveling here and there, every event. And I appreciate you guys. Have a good one, John.